Hello, friends. How are we today? Reginald here, and I actually have to go back on that. How are we? I don't know. I'm fine. How are you? I woke up this morning. I couldn't do a thing with my hair, and I woke up to a phone call. A friend of mine. He asked me, "Hey, Reg, I've got a special event, and I've got to do this tie thingy." And because he knows that I have a strange, I collect strange things. I really do. Um, I bow ties and ties. My friends know I have I have a lot of ties. Let me tell you, I know this one right here. I'm going to show you something. This is real, and I'm going to attempt in this video to do this, but I think this is very sexy. It reminds me of, like, I don't know, the Rat Pack, where they do that. Oh, I'll let you work all that out. But I've got another tie here. This is rather racy, but I don't. Oh, look at these ties. Look at these. And this one, because I've done white tie affairs, black tie affairs, and all that. Oh, so which is the right way? Oh, that way, right there. It's a bit difficult to see that, but that's I've got the black background here for you, and this is a very for me anyway. It's a difficult knot. I was an Eagle Scout. I am an Eagle Scout. I guess once it's like kind of like the Marines, I suppose. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Once an Eagle Scout. I still remember how to tie a noose, but I bet you'll be glad to know that I don't have to tie a noose anymore. Not lately, anyway. Right then. Anyway, I can do a clove hitch. That's a fun one. I think I even actually know. It's when you need to shorten a rope, okay? And like, I can tie a boat to the cleavage, right? Okay. Anyway, I need to get a half knot and a square knot. I've got all those. There's one knot that we might want to focus on for just a moment, the Gordian knot. That was the knot that tied Pandora's box. She was given this box that had all the woes, secrets. It's kind of like an Adam and Eve thing, like the apple, the tree, the fruit of knowledge, and all that. I'll let you explore that. Speaking of naughty things, I was a naughty boy. I think my mother and my girl would agree. I've I've gotten better. But let's see this tie. This is one of my favorites. I love, love, love. Look at that. It's a wee bit paisley then. Mhm. Do you think it goes with me eyes? I don't care. Okay. Anyway, so this is one of the more difficult knots that I've ever learned to tie. And let's see if I can do it here today. Let me drop that frame down a little bit. You don't. Oh my goodness, did I say drop it down? Well, geez, that's not exactly what I had in mind. Anyways, this is what I meant to do. Drop it down just a wee bit. So when you're tying your tie, for me, I don't normally look in the mirror. I typically use sense of smell and touch and feel, that sort of stuff. But I flip the color up. Normally, you're going to want to button up your shirt all the way. Most people do. I have a very difficult time finding shirts because if I do that top button, right? So I'll leave that. And you could be right-handed, left-handed. There's different ways. I'm going to go whatever this way is. I'm not sure what the perspective is on the camera, but I'll go with this. So I'm going to put my color up like that. And these little two fishtails right here, excuse me. I've got a cat that's, bring it. I think I have several cats, but anyway, these two fishtails, you're going to want to put them somewhat like this. For me, this is going to be like so. Why? Because I'm going to cross this over and I need that extra length right there. I'll try to do this. Let's see if I can remember. It's been quite a few years. It's been quite a few years since I've done this. Let's see how I go. So that little pointy thing goes in, that fishtail pointy thing goes into that right there. And I'm going to try to put that right there so that these two are going to have, by the time that I loop this around, up and over. Do you remember the first time that you tied your shoelaces? Right? Okay. So look like this was. I maybe somebody's got a nice little mnemonic device for that. But anyway, there's the start. This little fella is going to go over this little fella. And I'm going to try at this moment. Notice I lost my accent, didn't I? I know you saw that. But right there, that's how tight I want my tie. Okay? I don't want it to be so much that it chokes me. And that these two pieces are very close, like so. Also, at this point, I want to make certain that what I'm doing there is smooth, that everything's where it's supposed to be. A little bit of twisty effect there. Now, what I watch in the videos is they take this and they throw this over their shoulder. I like the dramatic effect. I'll go with that. And then we're going to make this our foundation. This is the bow tie. Note that my thumb goes right there. Me thumb, my thumb, however you say that. This is going to be the foundation for a bow tie. Cat, do not drop that off of. I've got a bad case of the cats. Anyway, they are quite entertaining. Hopefully I am too. Anyway, so this is going to be that side, and this is going to be that side. And there's going to be this thing that I said for the moment. I should have said it. For the moment, forget about that. But we're going to set this up for success. What's going to happen is that little thingy right there. So we're going to want to make all this thing compress like that. And we're going to want this to be all fluty like that. That's going to be one of the biggest challenges of this, is keep this thing beautiful, keep it balanced like so, right? Because that is the bow tie part of it. It takes two pieces. So then this piece that obviously should go somewhere centered like that. Okay, so we've got this and that and the centering of it. This is actually mission critical because I'm trying to use my thumb and my fingers because I want these things to kind of fold back like that. And as I'm whipping this little hoop-de-dooder around here, okay, this is why I close my eyes when I do this, because I want to feel it. I want that this thing stays directional. You see that I've got my thumb there, and I can't do this with my eyes open. I don't know why, but these I use my thumb to poke that through there, and I use my other thumb to pull that out. And at that moment, I'm thinking about bringing that through, and then I'm going to use my other thumb. So this is the opposing thumbs kind of a thing that you and I have, that the monkeys and all that don't have. You've got to be very careful not to pull all that through. This is the critical moment, because if you pull that whole thing through, this is all going to fall apart. I've got these two things here. Oh, that's my collar. And I've got this here. And the whole thing is trying to keep this all aligned. right? There is a critical moment. And keeping the singles like those there and these doubles, these loops, okay? Oops. There we go. You're going to reach to the back of these. I'm going to pause on that because that's a place where I had a big problem. I'm going to pull that. Now watch those singles. You do not want to pull those through. What I'm doing is making that centerpiece tight, okay? And then I've got these little fellas on the back and the front. And I'm going to make those even. And look, it's not the perfect tie, but it's close. And again, by putting your fingers through those hoop-de-doos right there, you can do a little twisty thing here. What I have managed to accomplish is I've got a little breathing room here. And I can flip my tie down, or my collar down right there and put the tie forward. And then I can go to the prettiest girl I can find in the room, or boy, whatever you like. And I can say, hey, could you fix this for me? And that is the lovely, beautiful part of a tie, is they're like, oh my gosh, it's real. This is not only a real tie, but it is a very nice tie. And you can spend a moment or two aligning that and aligning that. And again, a lot of it has to do with this radius right here. Squeeze that down, twist it like so, and you can be James Bond all in your own right. I know I could do better, but I'd like for you to, oh, and that is a nice tie, isn't it? Okay, one last moment before I say goodbye. You've got those pulley things right there, and you want to line those up like so. You can do that. You can pull that through, and that's going to take away from there. Tell him I'm not here. Says it's time to go home. I'm already home. But you can do a lot with these, and they are beautiful. You can get a whole pack of these for a nominal fee. All right. And again, I know I didn't do the most wonderful job on that, but that's still, even at that, it's still a pretty tie. Blessed be. My name is what? Reginald, and ciao.